everybody. It is Sarah with Purple Angel Oracle. Hope you all are doing well. So today I will start off by talking about something that I feel like a lot of people who are just waking up, or people who have had major ascension jumps in the past, or just, have felt this. I feel like we all feel this at some point, okay? And this would be the feeling of this entire thing, this entire, planet, creation, all of it is for you, okay? That you created it all, that you're special, that every single person is just something you manifested. I feel like we've all probably felt this at some point. And it's true. Yes, it is all about you. And it is that way for each and every one of us. Okay? Because we are all physical manifestations of source, and we're expressing ourselves individually. So yes, because each of us are source within, we did create it all. And there's a reason why we feel that way when we're going through this, because we all created it. And we feel like, we're the ones that created our reality here because we did. It's hard to explain, but I feel like many of us have felt that at some point, that, wow, looking around, did I create every person in my reality here? Did I manifest? Did I think this entire thing up for myself? Was it all about me? Was it all for me? And yeah, truly it was. And it's hard to grasp that each individual feels that way, because the truth is that we all are one. So when we think of our guides, and we think of God, and we think of angels and everything that we connect with, right? We have a tendency to look outside of ourselves to those things. But they're us. They literally are us, because we're one. We're literally just all expressions of source itself, with our individual footprint, soul footprint, if you will. So it's beautiful. It truly is. Because if you can begin to realize that in your everyday life, that someone you're talking to, whether they're consciously awake or not, everything in your life, the plants, the animals, all of it, you're communicating with God. So when you're talking to somebody, you're talking to God. And to be able to realize that is absolutely incredible, because it totally changes your perception. So, when you feel like getting angry at somebody, or they trigger something in you, just realize it's you reflecting. Okay. We're all one, expressing ourselves in different ways. So that feeling of like, wow, I can't believe I'm the one that did this. Yeah, you are. And it's hard for people to share that, because it sounds egotistical. It sounds like you think you're better than everybody. And that's not it at all. It's just you realizing that you are source expressing itself. That's all that it is. And I remember when I went through my major ascension jump in 2013, I listened to the song One by Joy Zipper. I'll put a link to that down below. And it totally summed up how I was feeling during that time. And because we are. First of all, you are the one, and we all are one. There you go. That's clever. And then here's another thing. I was watching a video, and I left a comment. And after I wrote it, I'm like, oh, wow, that sounded pretty dang good. I'm going to share that, because, most of the time when I write, or I'm doing creative things, or sharing with you all, it's my higher self coming through. And yeah, my ego makes an appearance here and there. But so I wrote, this ascension journey is so vast, and it's individually different, and it's equal at the same time. So we're all on individual journeys moving towards oneness. Okay. We were placed here. We chose to come here to manifest this beautiful reality, this heaven on earth reality. And it's important to keep in mind, there's no set path here. There's so many different aspects that go into this journey. People see different things, they feel different things, and we're supposed to. And, you know, I'm a very earthly person. I love Earth. I am like, it's such a beautiful planet. And to me, when I picture my heaven, it's very earthly. There's animals. I've said this before, like the forest and all of it. Okay. And there's a reason for that. Why we picture our heaven being in a physical sense is because that's what we're doing. That's what Earth was supposed to be, was a playground basically for us to experience heaven in a physical way. So we had the knowledge and the contrast to know how beautiful it is. So yeah, that's just something I know a lot of people have probably felt and don't necessarily want to talk about it because they don't want to come across like, oh, I feel like this whole world was created for me. Well, it was. It was created for all of us, and we're going to feel that individually. So you're not the only one who has felt that. What else was I going to say? Okay. So I've also had a few people, you know, ask me, you know, are you a Trump supporter or not? Who do you support here? And I'm not going to answer that because I don't share politics on my channel. It's not, I think that's a personal thing. Unless you're feeling called to do that. You know, everyone, like I said, is an individual. I believe in truth. I support truth, and I have faith in every single person on this planet that God has placed them here for a specific reason. Okay. That could be any president. That could be any leader. It's all strategically planned the way I see it. And everything had to happen the way it did for me to even be sitting here having this conversation. If everything wasn't perfectly planned in my life the way that it was, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you about this. It had to be that way. So I have faith in everything. Okay. That God is always in control. And I believe in truth, and I want the truth to be revealed. And that's my instinctual, my soul's instincts, right? When I chose to come here, I knew there'd come a time where I'm going to manifest. I'm going to really try hard because I want that change, that desire so bad. That's what we're doing. We're manifesting it because of that just instinctual want for change and desire. Okay. So I believe in truth. That's my answer to that. Okay. And whoever brings it, you know, we don't always know, but I'm going to have faith in everything and everyone that it's coming. So that takes me into the cards that I pulled, and these randomly flew out, of course. First one out is action. Okay. And like I was just saying, many feel right now that action needs to be taken. Okay. Even individually, we have a really strong desire right now to see action, to see change. And if you really look around, you can see it. There's a lot going on. Okay. 2020 has been a huge year. Just like how I said, I want to wake people up. I want this, you know, let's get it going. And it is, it truly is. And, you know, I didn't notice this before, but the action card is actually number 15. And I was going to read you the angel number for 15 because Schumann resonance is also at 15. So I guess this whole message is about action, and it's beautiful because the angel number 15 indicates major transformation in life based on divine intervention that's based on our feelings. So here we go. We created this divine intervention. Going back to the fact that we are all one, we're one with God. So yes, it's divine intervention that God's coming in to do, our angels and all of it, but we're manifesting it too. Okay. We're the ones we've been waiting for. So this intense desire for change and action, we're doing it. There's a reason we crave it, and it's because we're making it happen. So we're the divine intervention, all of us. Okay. And that's what there is action being taken. Okay. We can see it. And even though I know some people in certain areas of the planet, they're like, I'm not seeing change. I'm not seeing anything going on. And I felt that way in my own country at times, but if you look in other places of the world, there's a lot of transformation going on as well. And that's going to affect the entire planet. It doesn't matter where the change is happening. There's a reason it's happening where it is, and it's going to affect the entire planet. That's how it works. So just because you might not be seeing changes in your individual reality or your town or whatever, doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay. And it could just be like a wave making ripples, and the ripples are almost to you. I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I definitely can feel and see change. Okay. Like I've said before, and we're watching it unfold. All that intense manifestation work we were doing, this intense desire for action and change, it's here. Okay. We did it. Now it's like it's time, I feel like, to put the tools down, to relax a little bit and let this unfold. Because last year alone, I feel like was very intense for all of us. A lot of people woke up. A lot of people are still waking up. And a lot of people got the call. Okay. They got the call to do something, to start manifesting, to get pulled into this. And there was a reason for that. Okay. And it was intense. And we're still going to do clearing, and because we're one with the earth. So everything the earth's feeling, we're going to feel it. But the major work has been done. It's just unraveling and unfolding. And now I feel like it's about just going with the waves, just riding it. Okay. No forceful energy, just drifting, just going with the flow. Okay. And then the next one out is self-reflection, which my favorite number, 17. And I feel, self-reflection is very important right now. Okay. Going within and asking for guidance. So if you're in a place where you're like, I want to take action, I want to make a change, I want to wake people up, but I don't know how to go about this. There's no sense in forcing it. Okay. That's when it's time for you to go within, do some self-reflection. Ask for guidance. Okay. And listen to your intuition, sit with it, wait for it to come in, and allow your higher self to guide you towards your soul's mission here. Okay. Slow down. The changes in this action that we're desiring is, once we realize it begins with each of us. So it's super important. I know it's, and I do it too. Seeking information online and constantly craving knowledge. But it's important to remember to take some time to slow down and go within. Okay. Because that's where you're going to get that guidance. And when you listen to your intuition, you're going to figure out where to go next. Okay. So that's another message that definitely came in. And then acceptance. So, number 4, I'm loving these numbers. Accept where and who you are right now. Okay. As well as everyone else around you. And when we are self-reflecting, right, we sometimes are confronted with uncomfortable emotions, things coming up, and also seeing the world, the things coming up are very uncomfortable, hard to see, painful, sad, okay? And we don't want to accept, we become, very resistant, like the next card here, resistance, to accepting it, to accepting every aspect of ourselves and this entire process, and accepting that it all serves a purpose. Okay. Sometimes we forget that, and we get lost in this confusion and this doubt and the darkness, and that's okay. Accept that too. Just accept it all. Acceptance is super important. And as well as with the resistance card, I talk about the resistance a lot. And as much as we want to just see the light just come shining through, I mean, we're seeing it because the light's getting stronger. It is on the planet. We're shifting frequencies and, but as we're doing that, so does the resistance, the darkness, if you will. Okay. So that's just how it works until we reach that pinnacle moment where the light surpasses. The light reaches a point where the darkness can no longer exist. The resistance can't go past that point. And we're so freaking close. Okay? But that's why things in our outer reality right now on the planet within humanity looks very scary, and a lot's going on that's hard for us to take in. And I feel like a lot more is going to come out, the truth. But it's also going to feel like a sense of relief when the truth does come out about our history, our true history, about the wrongs that have been done to us, all of it. And that's going to be hard for a lot of people to take in. Okay. And that's why it's kind of coming out slowly. It's coming out slowly to us, because for us, we're ready for it. We can handle it. We've already researched it. We understand when it comes out, we're going to be like, finally, can we clear this, get justice and move on, please? But you got to keep in mind, many people still aren't awakened to this whole process. So if all that information came out at once, I don't know what that would do to someone. I mean, that could cause a heart attack, honestly. If it came out all at once, their entire reality changes in an instant. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, it's taken us years on this, being consciously awake, of taking this in and learning. Okay. But it's happening very quickly in this set for the entire, humanity. But to us, it feels like it's a little slow because we've been waiting for it for so long. But it is happening quickly, and the resistance is going to get stronger as the light gets stronger. That's just how it works. Okay. But we're getting to that point where it's going to hit that moment. And that moment might be when some major, truth comes out that affects the entire planet at once. Just one big bombshell. Okay. That shifts, but it's timid enough that it doesn't kill everybody, but at the same time, it shifts their entire consciousness. And that's the moment. That's that event, that shift, that everyone's talking about. That would be that moment when the entire consciousness shifts, and then everyone, wakes up to that initial idea, like, oh my gosh, we've been lied to. There's so much more. I want to learn everything. It's like a kid in a candy shop. You're learning your history again for the first time. You're seeing things you've never seen before. It's going to be beautiful. And that's where we're probably going to come in as awakened light workers who have been on this journey for so long, to help, because we have that strong desire to help and wake people up. We naturally have that desire, and there's a reason for that, because that's going to be what we're going to do here, and we're going to love it so much. We just love, and we want to help, and that's what's coming. So yeah, those were the cards. I also want to share one other thing. So the other night, I went outside, and this is rare. I never see bats in my area. It's just really not common at all. Excuse me. And I went out there and just sat down for a second, and this bat swoops down and almost hit me in the face. And I screamed, of course, because it caught me off guard. But it was incredible. And I love bats, I love all animals. So of course I went and looked up the meaning for that. And I want to add this to go with what I was just talking about. Bats, bring an omen of change and new beginnings. Okay. And that just was more confirmation that's what's going on here. There's a lot of change, and we're coming into this new golden age, this new beginning for planet Earth. And they do, bats do all their work, and they come out at night during the darkness. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes within this darkness that we see. There's a lot of change and work going on. Okay, whether we see it or not. Okay, and actually one more thing I forgot to mention. I did pull one card from my dragon deck, and I've never pulled this card before. And it's the pure white dragon from Orion. And there's actually I feel like there's not that much information about starseeds from Orion. I mean, you can find it, but it's not something that pops up on your feed all the time, I feel like. And I've always had a connection to Orion as well, not because I feel like I came from Orion, but my brother who passed away, he had said something before, and he wasn't consciously aware of this whole ascension thing. But before he passed away, we had a deep conversation and we were looking at the stars, and he goes, "Guess where I'm from?" And I'm like, "Where?" He's all, "Orion." And I'm like, "Of course." Well, his name's Ryan, so that would make sense. But anyway, I would like to share with you some personality traits that come along with Orion starseeds. And it's funny because that's exactly my brother. So I'm like, oh man, he was actually right. He's doing something. I know he's doing something to help Earth. I feel like he left early to help. He helped me. He has helped me so much on this journey. I know he's here, and I know he's helping the entire planet right now. So love my brother. But anyway, here's some Orion starseed traits. Okay. An insatiable thirst for knowledge. Okay. They analyze and dissect all forms of information, hold opinions very strongly, and do not change their opinions easily. Need quantitative proof to accept opposing viewpoints. Quite knowledgeable about a wide area of topics, react to emotions in a logical manner, require alone time to recharge, strive for perfection, have a good handle on willpower and self-discipline, and they enjoy competition. Okay. And right here it says, while they are very enlightened beings, their duality allows Orions to operate with a bit of an ego, and they enjoy the competition of sports and strive for perfection in a skill. In contrast, a Palladian would likely not want to keep score and accept that wherever you are in the development of a skill is exactly where you should be. Orion starseeds understand their duality, and they have learned to rather enjoy it. However, Orions may come off a little self-centered or cold, as they have a slightly weaker emotional body. They operate with a bit more divine masculine energy and may forget to consider one's emotions when delivering a message or a teaching. Wow. That's a different kind of starseed, isn't it? And by the way, I got this from, I got to give credit to the website. It's the starseedscompass.com. Awesome, awesome website. So that goes to show you, I mean, that's starseed, that's a trait of the Orion starseeds. So you might know somebody like that in your life and think, who are these people, and they seem self-centered or very egotistical. That's their sole purpose. That's why there's a purpose for everything, once again. And me, by saying that, obviously it sounds like I'm from, Pallades, as it mentioned in that paragraph. There's a purpose for everything is what Palladians say. And I've always resonated with the Palladians. I actually, in 7th grade, did a report on the Pallades constellation. So, yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because, and I'm going to read the card here. Pure White Dragon from Orion. So it says, Orion is the planet of wisdom, the ability to take the knowledge we obtain through our left brain and use it joyfully for the highest good of all. Beings from many star systems take their understanding to Orion to ask how to use it with wisdom. All the beings from Orion, including the seventh dimensional pure white dragons, carry a special light in their soul. The color white indicates purity, clarity, and advanced enlightenment. Archangel Gabriel, the unicorns, and the Great White Brotherhood all hold this incredible level of purity. Source light is diamond white. As white holds the vibration of truth, when the pure white dragons from Orion shower it onto us, it lights up our own impeccable honor and brilliance. They are preparing us for greater advancement on our ascension path. So white, right, holds the vibration of truth, like I was talking about. That's, coming through the truth. We're getting truth. Truth is coming out. And just more confirmation that we're being prepared for this greater advancement of the ascension of the planet and our personal ascension. So amazing, just amazing. Well, once again, I feel like I just rambled, but I hope it helps somebody. I love doing this for all of you. I love talking to you, and I appreciate all your beautiful comments And I'm just so blessed to be a part of this community. So, excuse me. Thank you all for listening. I hope this helped in some way, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye.